Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. I have a new story for us today. Helga's Dowry, a troll love story. It's very funny. You're going to like it. I do. Here's gorgeous Helga, living in her dear little farmhouse. Helga was the loveliest troll in 3 parishes, but alas, having been orphaned as a troll child, she was also the poorest. So, when handsome Lars asked for her hand in marriage, Helga said, "But Lars, I don't have a dowry. How can we marry without one? It's the law." "Don't worry," said Lars, with moonstruck eyes. "I'll ask rich old Sven. He might have an idea." Old rich Sven did have an idea. "Lars, my boy, you should marry my daughter, plain Inga." Lars laughed and laughed until old Sven counted out Inga's dowry. 30 cows, 3 chests of gold, and a mountain pasture," he said. "She'll make you a good wife and the richest troll in the land, except for the Troll King, of course." There's old Sven and Lars working out marriage to plain Inga. She does have a nice cow. Plain Inga was so thrilled with the idea of becoming Lars's wife that she ran around telling everyone, including Helga. When Helga heard the news, she burst into tears and caused a thunderstorm. "I'm sorry, Helga," said Lars. "You'll always have a special place in my heart, but you know how important it is for a troll man to be rich, especially a handsome one." I don't think very much of Lars, but I do like Helga's thunderstorm. Poor Helga. Didn't One-Eye Odin say 1,000 years ago from his heaven throne that all unmarried troll maidens must wander the earth forever? She sat beneath the toll bridge to think. "Oh, pish," she said at last. "Why should I sit here and pout? I'm a troll, and a clever one at that. I'll just go out and earn myself a dowry." There she is sitting under the troll bridge with billy goats on top. Do you know that story about the billy goat's gruff on the troll bridge? So Helga wrote a note to Lars and asked him to please wait for her. Then she put some troll things from her cupboard into a cart, tucked up her tail, stepped into some high-soled shoes, and went hopping down the mountain into the land of people. Some people are lazy, some people are vain, some people are greedy, and it's all Helga's gain, she hummed to herself as she clomped along. Look at her, eh? She's pretty spunky, huh? "Aha, here's a good place to start," said Helga, looking at the piles of laundry. "And no smoke coming out of the wash house chimney either." There she is, loads and loads and loads of laundry. "Any laundry for a poor washerwoman?" Helga asked the farm wife, who was sunning herself. "Oh, I certainly have," said the farm wife. "What do you charge?" Helga spied cows in the pasture. "Do you want to take a chance?" Helga asked. "If I don't finish all that laundry by sundown, you won't owe me a penny. But if I do, you must pay me 35 cows. "Ironing too?" asked the farm wife. "Of course," said Helga. "Nothing like free laundry," hummed the farm wife as she heaped even more laundry on the mountains of dirty clothes. A lazy farm wife sitting in the sun, troll powder in the water and the wash is done. Troll wax on the iron and the wrinkles are flat. Helga has her cows and that is that, sang Helga, climbing up the mountain with her cows. Look at that, she did it all. I think the farmer's wife is a bit stunned. And off goes Helga with her cows. Now for the gold, said Helga the next morning, as she put on a turban and a fancy cloak. She piled 4 wooden chests on the cart and went rumbling down the mountain into the people's marketplace. Be young and beautiful again, cried Helga, all for an ounce of gold. The ladies of the town, and a few men too, dropped gold earrings, bracelets, watches, chains, and lockets onto Helga's scales. Rub this juvescent cream all over your face. Wait a few minutes and look, said Helga, passing out jars and mirrors to her customers. I'll take 3, one woman said excitedly. Ho, 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 nothing like being young and beautiful again, said a man. Look at Helga. She's very good at being a troll, isn't she? Rub a little troll grease on the chin and cheek. Polish up a troll mirror and then take a peek. Find some vain people who hate looking old, and Helga's 4 chests are filled with gold, trilled Helga, pushing her cart home. Oh my goodness. And now, the hardest task of all, she said, walking down the mountain early the next day. There she goes. Do you remember what she has to get? She's got to get some pasture. She knocked on the door of a rich man's house. All those trees on your mountain there could make you twice as rich, Helga said. Twice as rich? The man asked. Oh, if they were logs, cut and split, said Helga. Madam, it would take 100 men to do such work. Don't you know what labour costs? I'll make you a bargain then, said Helga. If I can clear those trees, all in a week, will you give me the land thereon? Madam, you're just a woman, exclaimed the man. So, said Helga. And a loony one at that, said the man to himself. It's worth a try. Nothing like free labour. I have a feeling Helga's going to show him. Oh, what luck to find a greedy man. And now I will chop as fast as I can. I'll swing my troll axe so sharp and fine, and that mountain pasture will soon be mine, warbled Helga. Look at her go. She sure can work. She chopped and chopped, but the forest seemed to grow larger every day that Helga worked. I'd almost think there was trollery afoot, said Helga, pausing to catch her breath. There is, said a tree with a laugh that shook all of its branches. Plain Inga, said Helga. I see you're out here trying to earn yourself a dowry, bellowed Inga, who had turned herself into a tree. Well, a dowry earned is as good as a dowry given, shouted back Helga. I'll make sure there's no dowry earned, yelled Tree Inga. Besides, our wedding is tomorrow. Lars couldn't wait. That did it. Helga was furious. "I'll turn you into kindling wood," cried Helga, who promptly turned herself into a boulder. Rolling down the mountainside, Boulder Helga headed for Tree Inga. But Tree Inga just moved aside. Oh, madder than ever, Boulder Helga rolled up the mountainside to get a better start. But when she came tumbling down, Tree Inga moved aside once more. What a fierce battle. All day the battle raged. The air was filled with flying timber. Look at it all. Chaos. But look what's happening. Then, suddenly, it was quiet. Helga changed back into herself again, and Tree Inga shook with laughter. "Giving up?" she said. "You'll see," answered Helga, walking off to the rich man's house. The rich man could not believe his eyes. The mountainside was completely cleared of trees, except for one. "Oh, that one will be gone before the day is over," said Helga. "She has a wedding to get to." "She? A wedding?" the rich man asked. Said Helga. "And then the mountain pasture will be mine." The rich man had to agree. Look at all that cut-up timber. And look how cross plain Inga looks. "Oh, Helga, my dearest one," said Lars, who came running when he heard the news. "Your dowry is even bigger than Inga's, and I love you more than ever. There'll be a wedding tomorrow, but it won't be Inga's." "Well, it won't be mine either," cried Helga. "I wouldn't marry you if you were the last troll on earth. I'd rather be doomed to wander forever than be your wife. You never planned to wait for me. I want to be loved for who I am, not for what I've got." "Then marry me, for I already love you for who you are," said a voice behind them. "And besides, I have no need of riches." Who's this fellow? He's been spying on Helga. The next day, there were 2 weddings. "Here comes the bride, all dressed in green," sang the trolls. "Our king is getting married, and Helga is our queen." It was the troll queen. Look, there's Helga, and she's marrying the troll king. The end. Good on Helga, hey? Reminds me of another really good story, The Paper Bag Princess. Have you read that one? I like stories where women do good and do it well. Okay, see you next time.